Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my entry for this year's 2017 NYX Face Awards. Now this year is going to be lit. Okay, come on fire. This is when you light up. Don't embarrass me now. Alright, there we go. So, why don't we go ahead and get started with this tutorial and take you through the process of my Lumiere entry 2017 NYX Face Awards. So now let's go ahead and take you through the process of painting the headpiece and the body piece. So for the headpiece, you want to go ahead and look for a really long piece of foam that you can use. You can find at any craft store. And then when you cut this off, one of those pieces you want to use to attach this. You would cut out a separate little piece and then you would attach it with any type of glue. Now, to make sure that this is going to attach to your head and stay, we want to go ahead and punch out some holes on the bottom. And then we are going to use these paper push clip pins, whatever they're called. And then you want to go ahead and push them through and then attach an elastic string. You can put any color, whatever you want, as long as it's not going to show. I prefer to use black. And then you want to go ahead and measure a nice decent piece to make sure that it's not going to be loose and it's going to be nice and tight around your head so that it doesn't fall. And then you'll attach it and it'll look something like this. Okay, I didn't worry about painting the inside. You should be fine with that. Now, as far as painting the piece, you want to go ahead and use any water-based or cream-based makeup. And you want to go ahead and either use the lightest or white and mix it with a little bit of yellow. Now remember, that color you will also be using on your face. So both of them should actually match. So make sure you make enough so that you have enough for the headpiece and then you have enough for your face. So now for the Lumiere body, we want to go ahead and use the thickest foam you can find at any craft store because you're going to want it to be able to support. If you use the thinner foam that I used on the headpiece, it's going to wobble and wibble and just go everywhere. So you want to make sure you use the thicker part and that way it can hold a little better. Now all of this, you want to make sure you trace out with paper and make sure you make it even. So what I did is everything was traced out, put out as a little mock, and also I put the headpiece to make sure that the face paint with the body and the top was going to be pretty balanced. So you want to make sure you do that right before. Now as far as painting, you also want to use either cream or water-based makeup. Get a nice coat layer. Now you want to add the pigment to as yellow or as whatever color you would want to be intensified with. Now, all the shading and all the other details was done with eyeshadows and beauty brushes. So all these were flat pieces, and I added all that extra detail with pressed pigments, basically. So here's this. Now, when you are done with the little body, one really important piece that you're going to need is this thick little wooden stick. Now you can use anything that's going to be nice and firm, and you want to go ahead and tape in on the back with any kind of tape. I used some rubbery black tape on here. Now this is what helped me have the body support underneath my chin. So I was able to move it around. So that's what you want to do. That's how you can create that illusion of Lumiere being right in your face. Alright guys, so now that this is done, let's go ahead and take you through the process of the face paint. Now prior to this, you want to make sure you go ahead and you trace out the eyes and the mouth so that you know where you're going to be painting what colors. So right here I started with the base, and this is the white mixed with a little bit of yellow pigment in there. Makeup I'm applying all over the upper top, and I'm using a big brush so that I can get through this piece a lot faster. Making sure I'm really careful around the eyes and the other pieces that are going to be separate in a different color. Now here I'm going in with a smaller brush just to make sure I get the nice detail just around the eyes, right in between the mound eyes and the nose. so that I have clean paintings. Now here, also using a bigger brush, I'm painting the bottom lower jaw all in a mustard color tone. And I'm also adding it to half of my neck, which is where I'm going to be attaching the other Lumiere headpiece. Here I'm going on and I'm painting the tongue. Now you can use the reddest, mattest lipstick you have, and then use a matte lipstick that is more on the burgundy side, purplier, so that you can paint the outside of the mouth. Now when you're done painting all those little details, oh, there's me making a funny face, having fun with it as always. You want to go ahead and paint the teeth. Now the teeth, you can use any liquid eyeliner that is in white or any cream base eyeliner to paint the teeth using a small brush. Just paint the top now, going through the bottom and applying that on there. The brush that I'm using is a flat brush. Now here I went off and I created a little circle and shading just right around that tongue, just to create some depth and more dimension into the mouthpiece, so we can have these colors pop out and stand out more. Now right underneath your own jaw, you want to go ahead and shade in with a beauty brush and use your brownest, warmest color right underneath so you can add some dimension. So here we're just adding some depth. And also adding some depth on the bottom of those two little pieces that I drew and painted. Here we are going on and now sketching out and adding some shading into the tongue so that we can make this a little bit more dimensional. Adding it just right on top of the teeth so it can look like it's synced in. Here we're going to go ahead and use an angled brush and outline the upper top of the teeth so we can see the break between the teeth and the face. We're also going to do it right on the bottom, using that angled brush with any black eyeshadow or cream black liner. Now on the side of the mouth, you want to go ahead and shadow that in so it looks like it's sinking in. Here we're going and we're adding shadow with your taupe brown. Also shading just right around the eyes, creating now the little cheek piece to add dimension. You can see where I started, just blending to create a beautiful, nice transition of colors. Now on the top, just right above the eye, I went off and I outlined, made a little line, and now I'm blending that taupe brown up so we can make this look like it's sinking in and we can have the cheeks stand out more. Here I just drew in the line for the nose, whitening out that Lumiere nose, shadowing on the bottom so we can make it pop a little bit more, blending it with a blending brush. Here we're going to go ahead and now start adding again our cream white base white eyeliner. Color both eyes you could use that same flat brush that you use for the teeth. Here we're going to go ahead and now outline the eye. You can use a eyeliner or any cream black cream liner using a very nice thin brush so you can have a nice thin application. Once you're done with that, go ahead and do the other one. Now our next step, you're going to go ahead and attach now your headpiece so that you know how high you're going to do the brows. Here we're going to go off and we're going to use either cream black eyeliner or any liquid liner. Thank you guys so much for watching my NYX Face Awards entry. I hope you guys enjoyed this.